We've all heard the expression that a photo is worth 1,000 words, or it can capture an emotion. Now I get to introduce you to Bob and Brenda from Photographic Memories, where they're going to teach us how they capture those moments. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Tell me a little bit about you and your husband and wife photography team.
Well, we've been working together for over 20 years. I first took Brenda's picture, so she was on the other side of the camera, and I took her picture. She took my heart, and we've been together ever since. Of course, she was interested in photography at the time, or I wouldn't have had her there. We've since formed it into a beautiful relationship that we can work together, play together, live together. It's been beautiful, beautiful.
And tell me a bit about your business. Tell me, when I come to you and I need you as a photographer, are you the one that I'm going to be hiring?
Yes, and that's really an important thing to note. A lot of bride and grooms spend a lot of time and effort researching, finding the perfect photographer, finding the stuff they like, possibly paying even extra money because they like the look of a particular studio. And when they open the door on the day of their wedding, there's another photographer there that they've never met. So you do want to be cautious that the photographer you chose is not a big company with what they call a stable of photographers. And to elaborate on that, often the most expensive weddings will get the better photographers. So you will see the best photographers work. They're not going to show the secondary and third ranked photographers on their studio. They're going to show top quality. And their studio is responsible legally for that work. But if your budget comes under what their top photographers want, they'll still book the wedding. They'll just give it to some of their lower learning people. So you may end up with a C or D quality, and you may have paid for A or B. And it's very disappointing. At that point, the bride doesn't want to ruin her day.
No.
So there's no complaining, and they go with it.
So having the two of you show up on site, what type of different photos can you collect?
Well, you know, it's really nice to have two photographers, particularly two people who work together every week. And because there's several styles of photography people love. And journalistic, or what you might call candid, is really important right now. And as important as candid and journalistic photography is, the classic photography is going to capture those portraits of your mother and your father and family and friends that, you know, you're going to have around for a long, long time.
The photo everyone's expecting to see.
Yes, and you do need those. Mom has got her hair professionally done. She's got her makeup professionally done. Beautiful dresses, beautiful clothes. This is what we love about wedding photography.
Yes.
When we do standard photography throughout the, you know, people are dressed nicely, but when we do a wedding with the flowers and the beautiful halls and the backgrounds, that's such a gorgeous opportunity to get beautiful photography. So candids are great. They're fun, they're beautiful, and we love them. Brenda will probably be handling a good percentage of those while I am posing.
Now, Photographic Memory is a husband and wife team, and Brenda, you're the wife part of the team. Tell me, how does having a woman on site bring out different emotions?
Definitely. It's very important to have a woman on site. Men are more technical, women are more emotional, and they can capture things from the bride and the groom as well. You know, it's just a beautiful feeling.
Out of everybody on the wedding day, who would you say is the hardest one to get a photograph from?
Children. They are the sweetest, beautiful little things you see, but the minute you go to take a picture of them, they will run. You know, so you have to be on your toes at all times.
So do you think your background has helped out with that?
Oh, 100%, 100%, yes. Yep.
Now, a bride works really hard on all the little details at a wedding and the little pieces. How do some photographers overlook that?
Oh, it's very, very important to get details. Everything that they've put into the wedding is very, very important because, yes, they remember them, but it's important to capture them. And 20 years from now, when they look back, beautiful. They'll always remember and cherish those photos. Everybody else will too.
So how would you describe your style?
I would have to say that we cover both equally, candid and classic photography. So that you're covered and mom and dad are going to be just as happy with the photography as you.
As you are, yeah, because it's about pleasing everybody, isn't it?
That's right, you know, and to have a cousin there or an uncle there. And let's face it, family dynamics change over the years. So it's really wonderful to be able to capture those while you have the opportunity.
How many weddings would you say you shoot in a year?
Well, like I said earlier, we're a little bit of a smaller company, more personalized. We don't have a huge stable of photographers we can send out to weddings. We find that very impersonal. And we also love the people we're dealing with, and we want to be involved with their wedding. Having said that, a lot of people aren't getting married in February. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are not being used. You probably have about 35 to 40 qualifying days a year.
Yeah.
Now, because of Friday, the maximum weddings we shot once was 68.
Still
and
busy.
we're typically going to be down more around 50.
Now, not just referrals, but you end up having to work with a lot of the same team members or different team members. Do you work well with other videographers?
Absolutely. We have a lot we know as friends over the years, but we also have our own in-house video. So we do photography and video, and that really is the best of both worlds for the bride and groom. It's cost effective, and it's time effective. So rather than having two people competing for the same time slot, when somebody books my company for both products, I know I have to deliver two beautiful services. To cut corners on one or the other is not going to do anyone any good. So you can be guaranteed if you hire a company to do both, that they're going to have worked together more, and they're going to deliver a beautiful product because of that.
Brenda, tell us, where can we see some of your beautiful photographs?
Yeah, we have a beautiful website, photographicmemories.ca, as well as being on Instagram and Facebook as well.
Well, thank you so much.